r/rules horror. Posted by you/the13Shadows. Rules for the middle of nowhere: drive safely. Breathe it in. The scent of fresh trees and cold, night air. Enjoy the sounds of birds chirping through the inky depths of dusk, beckoning to you to join them in their eternal flight. Pay close attention to the hand like trees waving at you. Just a few quick movements and you'll be in their grasp, swaying forever in the mournful wind. You sigh in exhaustion. The note had recommended leaving the hotel at 7 in the morning, which left you with 4 hours of sleep in total. Groaning, you fish it out of your pocket. It's crumpled and worn, but still readable, even in the gloom of night. Of course, the trees aren't the only tourist attraction around. Who can resist the allure of the wild hunt? Those lost souls constantly hunting for ever elusive prey, leaving battered tourists and mines in their wake. You probably won't see them tonight, but still, check them out on Samhain. You decide to hang the note up on the interior of the windshield. It's as long as the first one, but you figure that if you could memorize the hundreds of rules your grandparents used to give you while playing rules for the house, rules for the aquarium, and rules for the bathroom, you can probably remember this. Your grandparents loved rules. I remember the town had that whole resources problem in 2008 when your grandparents moved all funds to creating haunted houses for your birthday. I'd supplied most of the monsters, and a few patrons too, not that they wanted to, of course. But you'll find that I can be very persuasive. Your brows furrow. Had they? A glimpse of a memory shoots past, bolting into the depths of oblivion before you have a chance to appreciate or even react on it. What were you thinking about just now? Right. You start the car, going over the rules just one more time. Road rules. 1. Keep to the center of the road at all times. The trees here aren't fond of motor vehicles, and the monsters hidden inside them really aren't fond of people. Veer too far to the left or the right, and you'll put yourself in crumpling distance. What happens after? No, too gruesome. 2. Stay in the car at all times unless specifically told to ignore Rule 2. 3. You'll have to keep your window rolled down for the trip. Yeah, I know. It's hot out, and you like feeling the wind in your hair. Trust me, you'll be feeling the wind in your feathers once you hear the birds sing. Soon, you'll want to join them. Humans weren't meant to fly deer. 4. The road gets bored easily, and it'll keep twisting and turning, so be ready for some dramatic direction changes. To get to the house though, just keep an eye out for a raven statue. It might get a little hard to see in the dark, but it'll be there. 5. Don't stop the car at any point. The engine heat is the only thing that's keeping the ice moths at bay. If they touch you, you'll freeze and then shatter in a shower of frozen flesh. It's a gnarly sight. Your grandmother likened it to scenes in that butcher's shop just down the road. 6. If the car stops, grab the gasoline in the back seat and sprinkle it around your car in a circle. Ignore Rule 2. Light it up with the matches in the glove compartment and make sure the radius is far enough that you aren't at risk, but not too far so as to accidentally trap something with you. Refer to Rule 7 to know what to do next. 7. Keep trying to start the car. Hopefully nothing got in while you were lighting the fire. When the car starts, drive as fast as you can. I had your car modified while you were at the hotel, so you won't be hurt when you drive through the flames. 8. After 12, in the night or in the morning, either way, churches will start appearing on the side of the road. If you see something coming outside of the church, drive faster. If it catches up with you, calmly pull over. Roll your window down and ask it where God is. It'll ask you to follow it and then run into the church. Once it's out of sight, drive even faster. It won't be tricked a second time. Roll up your window. 9. If you see a group of people carrying a coffin, slow down and respectfully nod your head at them. Make a cross if you think that'll help. Remember, manners cost nothing. Insolence could cost you everything. 10. If at any point you hear laughter coming from outside the car, stop the car and take out one of the iron necklaces in the glove compartment. The windows shouldn't allow sound from the outside world. Throw the necklace in the back seat. Hopefully they'll get spooked and leave. If you can still hear laughter, refer to Rule 11. 11. If the Fae don't leave, offer to play a game. Any game should work. Remember chess? Yeah, we used to play that. We made a whole life-size chessboard in 2008 for your birthday. I don't think the town ever forgave me for that. 12. When you see faceless men or their corpses on the roads at any point, leave them be. If you damage one, your face will hang from the faceless one's roof. 13. If you run out of fuel, you're doomed. Sorry, but it's the truth. Make sure you have enough fuel to last the journey. 14. Should you spot a cafe on the roadside, you're in luck. You've found a traveler's haven. Feel free to spend 20 minutes here. Any longer and your car will be destroyed, leaving you stranded in the roads of Azrar forever. 15. Check the glove compartment every few hours, just to make sure nothing's hidden in there. If there's anything, grab the salt shaker you used at the hotel and fling some at it. It'll steam and sizzle for a while before dropping dead, at which point you should probably put it in the back, unless you're not squeamish. 16. You'll find some coffee in the car. Feel free to take a sip when you're feeling tired. You can't afford to sleep in a place like this. 17. If you find any other food in the car, it's a gift from the Fae. Or a curse. Don't eat it unless you're certain it's safe. Or if the Fae insist, trust me, you'll know when they insist. That's probably the best way to avoid violating supernatural hospitality laws. 18. Should you find a river or lake in your path, turn around. The Kelpies will attempt to drag you into the water, at which point your flesh will peel off and the car's metal will melt into your bones. 19. You'll notice that the sun hasn't risen. The sun doesn't rise in Azrar. We live in perpetual darkness. A bit poetic, I suppose, but dangerous too. If you see people skulking about like zombies or vampires, there's something worse than you could imagine. Steer clear of them. Speed up if you have to. 20. When you reach a four-way intersection, ignore Rule 2. Get out, take one of the necklaces, and leave them at the crossroads. Declare yourself as one of the rightful heirs to the house near Blackwater Carnival. The Cthenians, deities long forgotten and lost to time, will know which house you speak of. Failure to do so is disrespectful to the gods. Read the myths of Tantalus and Sisyphus if you wish to know what happens after. 21. If you find a pile of stones on the road, get out and pray until he comes. You'll know when he comes. Then, get back into your car. You'll find a book in the back seat. Read every chapter until he orders you to stop. Then, find a proper area and burn the book in his name. You are bound to him now, and in return, he will allow you to safely navigate the area without any more hazards. Ignore this sheet for the rest of the night. 22. When you've reached the house, you'll find another set of rules planted in your trunk. Read it and make sure you understand the rules properly. Consequences for disobedience will be swift and, well, you'll find out more later anyway. These rules, they're really starting to get underneath your skin. It's like they're crawling underneath you, snaking through your blood and flesh. Like the caterpillar playing host to thousands of wasp larvae, you feel weak and disoriented. Shaking off the feeling, you keep driving. You keep driving. Don't fall asleep. You keep driving. Be careful, the faceless one won't be pleased if you run over one of his acolytes. You keep driving.